neighborhood, doing things that the locals never could. From Maplewood Truck to the woods of the Cape Cod, of the Midwest Wild, they're trading the concrete for the Turtleboy style. Two fearless warriors, hearts made of steel, on a YouTube mission to keep it real. Mark and Jeff, yeah, they're taking the crown, the baddest duo to ever hit this YouTube town. Mark and Jeff, they're calling, the stakes are high. Underneath that heavy Wisconsin sky, they aren't just creators, they're battle bound, changing the game, keeping their feet on the ground. The mics are on and cameras are rolling, the matchstick clock is counting the views and collecting the wins and doing it without sins. From Maplewood Truck to the woods of the Cape Cod, of the Midwest Wild, they're trading the concrete for the Turtleboy style. Two fearless warriors, hearts made of steel, on a YouTube mission to keep it real. Mark and Jeff, yeah, they're taking the crown, the baddest duo to ever hit this YouTube town. Maplewood Grid, turning up the Door County heat. Mark and Jeff, they won't accept defeat. Click that button, join the fight. The man store flock are taking the lead tonight. Oh, Mark and Jeff, come join the flock and hit the share. Subscribe and like.
All right. We are here, right? I hope.
We're here.
All right. That's good. Something's working finally.
Better be here than there, I tell you.
There we go. So Mark and I, seeing that your name is first, you got to go back to the left right there. See?
Wow.
We are here to cover, and I'm going to go right to and bring this up if I can. I don't know if I can do it or not. Hang on a second. I want to bring up Tommy CPU, who is he is at the courthouse. We're going to be covering the Turtleboy and Meredith O'Neill restraining order. She put a restraining order against Turtleboy, which is Aidan Kearney, journalist. She had a bad breakup with him and decided to go to the courts and try to do what she's supposed to be doing there. So I don't know. I'm hoping that I can get this up the way I want it.
Hey, Jeff, how many restraining orders have you've had put on yourself? It's got to be a couple.
No, one, I think.
One? Okay.
In my lifetime, yeah. One.
You put on somebody else or they put on you?
I think it was kind of a situation like this. We did it to each other. I'm
almost one. I would like one just to say, hey, I got one going.
I think it was. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I can't figure out how to bring Tommy up. Isn't that crazy?
It's really crazy. I think my wife thought a couple of times to put a restraining order on me. As you know, we drag that trailer down to Florida, and sometimes driving gets a little intense, and I think the restraining order was threatened a few times.
So here we go. This is I'm going to try to do it again, see if it works. And I don't know if it's going to, but we'll see. Share screen. Go back to Tommy here. See what he's got going on. Is it working now? Seems to be, maybe. There he is. So let's add him to
I'm
the
sure
show.
we're going to get
This is the feed for
the
Tommy
usual
CPU.
victory speech after.
He is on YouTube as
Can they
Tommy
hear
CPU
me
or
if I
Seeking
talk
Justice.
or no?
Yep, I can.
Oh,
They are outside the courthouse,
they
You guys
if
can
they're
hear-
walking by.
Uh-oh.
You need noodles, right, guys?
and we'll listen a little bit here. We got to thank Tommy CPU for
I
letting
think they can hear you.
him.
Because I was going to
Yep.
ask Meredith a question.
Oh, no.
Right away, there's trouble. You hear that?
Not today.
Yeah.
They want to ask Meredith
What
questions.
about broils?
Yeah, she probably won't be in the mood to answer.
Yeah.
So
I really want to ask the attorney.
so
Does
last
this
week,
really make you
Tom
feel
was
like
assaulted by
$1 million
Meredith, the
that
girlfriend,
you can
ex-girlfriend's
go to a court
lawyer.
hearing and
Oh, really?
Yeah.
beat on people?
What'd she do? Just
like,
punch the
He-
No,
lawyer?
you know,
punched
it's
the
not
lawyer?
just that.
The
You know, I got to say,
Tommy was sitting by the
The
door. and all of
guy's
a sudden he threw his hand
attitude,
back and hit his
like
camera.
from the get-go,
So
was the problem from the start. And it wasn't Purple Kool-Aid who was just sitting there minding his own business. It wasn't him.
see, he's talking about that.
It wasn't me trying to give the guy room, stepping back so I couldn't go nowhere. That's where he had me, right there in the
Right.
corner.
and
So I had nowhere to
in
go.
in the papers to make it so it wasn't a public court hearing, he had said that you were pushing the door at him. How many? It's like
I'm
it's
not
on
sure that
video.
was even possible. I had a bag in one hand and the camera in the other.
I
Well,
don't think Melanie thought
it was
that.
all on video. It was live
Yeah.
streamed. You were not pushing the door on him, and you were not antagonizing him.
The other video will show the angle because there's a camera right there that
Yeah.
shows everything.
Well, and just how he was like yelling
So
at
they're talking
Royals
more
and
about the lawyer
Meredith to
incident
get
and
out of
everything.
that courtroom.
And
It
Mark,
was
what
like,
this is all about
what
is
on earth?
Turtleboy and this
Yeah.
Meredith. Aidan Kearney is
A lot of people
Is this-
commented about that, about how he was kind of,
wide open to Karen
you know,
Reed whole trial. So
direct. We'll say he was the
uncovered
director.
more and more corruption.
Thank you, Mary.
And he was the main guy.
He was
Well, he was
disgusting.
dating this
He was,
girl, and
yelling at
she
them like
decided.
they were,
he decided
you know,
to end the
middle school
relationship.
kids in
I guess
line
he was
at
doing
lunch.
some cheating. I don't know what was the whole problem, but
Let's go. Let's go.
instead
Let's
of going
go.
away, she started.
You never
like,
know
going
what you're gonna
after
find
his
walking down the street.
on X. She's really bad. She's making these ghost.
Boy, am I glad you're here. We need some.
And
Good to
just
see you, my friend. Good to see you.
unbelievable.
Everyone's
Oh,
already
it's
in.
Auntie
That guy
Deb.
right there. If you can
Yep.
see that, Mark, can you see
Yep.
that guy?
Hi,
Yep, hanging out.
Jamie.
I made it. Who's
I
that?
hope you can hear
It's
me.
our new
Can you hear
mama.
me?
Oh, hi,
I
Noodles.
can hear you.
That's why I haven't made it in time.
Yeah.
Like always
There's
20
Jim.
minutes late to
Good
everything.
traffic too. You never know. Everyone's in. Yeah.
Very funny.
Yeah. All right, brother.
Cool. See what
Um,
happens.
Enjoy yourself.
so anyway,
I'm enjoying it here.
she decides to like dox people.
Yay,
and just,
That's
Auntie
nice to
Deb.
see, isn't it?
well,
Isn't that nice to
Yeah.
see?
just became a
I guess Aiden's really finding out who his friends are.
Right?
and
You know?
And Meredith is really
She,
finding out that she messed
just
that up.
really bad with people.
Oof.
It was bad with him,
And-
You know,
him
she
without him
she
knowing.
could still have all these
Just a
people
bunch of stuff, and
that
hopefully our
would be
chat.
her friends, but
I'm sure.
Yep.
she
I'm
really
sure
screwed
Austin-
that up.
Keep going.
Tell us even.
You're
more.
right.
Yeah.
It's so
There was-
sad.
Oh,
There was a different reality where we all got along, we all behaved, we all knew each other. We were all cordial to each other. But that changed.
We'll go try to
That ended up being no.
Baker
No.
and everything.
Right.
So I guess Broken
Well,
Baker has
My whole thought
It's
on the
sniping
thing
the-
is if
the court, the live court.
none of
inside
us
the
knew
courtroom.
that Aiden and
It
Meredith,
looks like a sketchy
Split up.
neighborhood.
I kind
We
of had an
didn't.
inkling
Well, yeah, it's.
because I was.
I guess you were never
messaging
down in
back-
that neighborhood when you were in Boston.
No, I didn't have to go to the courthouse.
So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get Broken Baker on here and snipe it and see what I can do. Sorry about this. Anybody that checks us out later, not prepared, I guess. I don't know what the deal is, but so I'm going to try to get Let's see what I can do here. So we can get inside that courtroom. I think that's going to be best, you know?
So at the end of the day, what are they trying to resolve that?
So they're resolving. So we're going to go ahead and get this Baker on. Hang on just a second. And a little bit later on, after we're done with the whole court thing, I'll fill you in more with what's going on with, because Turtleboy had a show last night that basically talked about the whole thing.
Are you in
I'm getting
Turtleboy's
him up
camp
now, I hope.
On. Just
Can you hear him?
on.
Yep.
This is
Because
Broken Baker. He's
if
another
they
content creator.
Moved on, and you don't move on.
He's going to be
They're
going
not coming back
the,
to you.
I guess, to the court. So right now they're not live in the court yet, but so Broken Baker's kind of giving you the rundown of what's going on and what she's doing. And hopefully this
Envy,
is
not jealousy.
because it's been crazy. The jealousy that this woman has. Now,
Beamer
Mark,
always leaves his
that I was telling
ex-boyfriends
you
alone.
about,
Yes. Every ex-boyfriend I've had, I haven't
she
harassed.
had an ex-boyfriend before
Glasses
Turtleboy,
may help the
and she
squinting
cost
to
him
read,
his
maybe.
job. He was going to move to Australia or something for his job.
What
And
are you,
she
Marissa?
Turned him in for
Thank you,
cocaine
Sunrise.
to his job. He lost his job.
Wow.
And she is just like,
I don't
she's
believe for one
out of
second
control.
that she didn't harass people she worked with.
So she's
I haven't heard
people.
anything about it, so I will not
But she's
speculate on
blaming
anything.
Turtleboy for everything.
So she truly is a wackadoodle.
Yeah.
The bank
She-
doesn't want a hacker
lost
or
her
someone
job.
who published
I think
privileged
she worked for
communication.
a
No,
corporation,
because
like an accountant or something like that. Lost her job,
people will
over
Google,
her
I got this
decision-making.
new
but she's blaming
personal
Turtleboy and
contact to take
Turtleboy
care of my
followers for that.
$10 million
When this
account.
guy is talking, it's
Meredith
really
O'Neill.
hard to hear you.
Let me just go.
Okay.
What the fuck? What the? Hey, can I get a new person to take care of my $10 million account? Because this woman is a little, of course the bank let her go. I keep telling Zach to move on, but now he knows we have the same birthday. Well, Zach is banned on this channel. He's been banned for the entire time. He was the first person I banned on this
We don't get
channel.
banned
So
from here.
rest assured,
I didn't
Kelly,
ask him if I could do
Zach
that.
will
So
not
I'm
be
sorry.
able to get to you on
Broken
this
Baker.
channel.
I'd rather, I guess, ask for forgiveness after instead of trying to get a hold of you now.
State Farm doesn't handle money. They are just paper
No.
pushers.
But Broken Baker, he'll give us a rundown. He's been doing this for a long time.
Thank you, Marissa, for the update.
And like you asked,
Jimmy
what are they
should
been
also
trying-
be
what
at the
they've been
courthouse
trying to
today.
do. The one thing about Turtleboy that
If you give
find
Zach
out is
info,
that
it's on
he
your own
has
fault.
receipts
Yes.
for everything.
Yeah.
So I think this
Stay away from the sack.
there's going to be some explosions here in court if the judge, lets Turtleboy talk or lawyers talk. So it's going to be interesting, I think.
So
Isn't
she
that normally
is
the
looking
first
for
thing
some
you say
money.
here?
Huh?
What's that?
Women
Is
says,
she looking for money, or she
State
wants
Street,
him in
not
jail?
State
No,
Farm.
I don't think. And she just wants to bury him. She wants to.
that what I was thinking. My CPA is in Boston, and if I found out she worked there, yeah, that's the thing.
But no, I don't think she just wants to bury him. That's her big thing. She
She
wants.
had worked for State Street Bank,
Bury
not
him.
State Farm. Again, it has to do with states.
I don't think she worked for State Farm. I think
No.
it was something different.
Yeah, it was State Bank. He said.
Because that
I'm
would
sure
mean
that the
she was a
judge will clearly
wackadoodle
see
in the
what
insurance
really
business.
been going on. It
Yeah.
depends on, does the judge understand the
Absolutely.
internet? Because this is one of the things in what was the case we were watching where the judge said, I don't know any. That was Kelsey Fitzsimmons, wasn't it? The judge said, I don't know anything about this. State Street is a big deal. Well, I like State Farm. But if the judge doesn't understand internet culture, if he doesn't understand or she doesn't understand the twit, it's probably going to be assessed in a different way than if it's someone who kind of have a grasp on online harassment. I had to go to our local police station and turn in a hand grenade I found in my dad's possession when I cleared out his estate after he died. And I was waiting, and there was a lady there who was actually trying to get a restraining order or them to act on
Was he German?
From Denmark.
She was trying to get them to act on her restraining order because her boyfriend had followed her. He had moved, was now in my town from Copenhagen. And they were like, well, has he been in contact with you? And they said, no, but he's constantly DMing me on Facebook and on Twitter. And I know he has several accounts following my Instagram account. And they were just like,
what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to bring
that's how they surveil you these days. Gerald Bo Barrel, thank you so much. Well, then the competition is really shallow if I am the bestest. I'm not going to switch to Jess because Jess is having her own show.
I want to give a little rundown of while we're waiting, and I'll watch and see what anybody does have the court. But this will give everybody a rundown that doesn't know the story of what's going on today with this. This is Turtleboy from live last night. He kind of gets into it. And that's the nice thing, Mark, was us being small. We're not stealing views yet from anybody.
Yeah.
So people should not get mad at us, I would hope. So we'll see. Let's share here.
Do they know when you're on the air? How do they know that?
I think it pops up. I'm not sure. Nobody ever sniped me, so I don't know. I guess our content isn't that great, so nobody wants it. So we will go for the Turtleboy here. We'll share this, and so you can get a little rundown of what, if it's here. I don't see where it is. Why it's not popping up. Says that it's there, but it's not. Trying to find if there's a feed yet in the courtroom.
You're going to have to put up the little round circle with technical difficulties. Pop that up. Play some good music or something.
Yeah. Can you hear that music?
Yeah, and I did.
Can you hear that music? Okay.
I don't know.
I'm trying to figure out why my share screen is not working on this. But it's not letting me share my. Here. Now maybe it will.
Who are we looking at?
This is another stream that's supposedly going inside the courtroom.
This attorney has been, I think, at just about every hearing.
So this is, like I said, another stream that supposedly is going to be in the courtroom. They got permission from the courts to be in the courtroom to stream the trial. So what this basically is that Meredith says she's afraid of Turtleboy, okay, and Turtle's followers, but she has done more. It was like she's on streams, like live streams, okay? Everybody's kind of sniped her and got recordings of her just ripping and saying she's not afraid of Turtleboy. But then she went into court and to get the restraining order, and they allowed out everybody's getting a hold of that audio. And she's in the courtroom going, I was so fearful of him. And she started crying in front of the judge, like putting on this big show. And so she was granted the restraining order. Well, Turtleboy then put one against her. So now that's what the hearing's about, is to hear what's going on with that.
That's the mother-daughter duo
It is.
that really kicks butt.
Did any
Right
of those
now, they're
pictures
not,
you flashed?
You're crying. I'm not crying, you're crying.
So this is a feed that supposedly, it's called the Law Girls, and they're supposedly going to be in the courtroom. That's what everybody's saying, but either it hasn't.
Hello, good morning. How are you? Can you guys hear me? Yes, yes. Mic check, check, check.
Except don't touch it because it'll mute it.
Yeah, no.
See what they're
I
live.
need to answer. I'm coming to your house. I can't
Here
live
we
without
go.
you.
Okay, what would happen if you didn't respond to
Listen up, Mark.
I got my ears on.
respond to, say, a communication from Kearney? What was his reaction?
He would continue to call. Sometimes he would just show up. He would send me where he was and say, I'm here. I'm 5 minutes away. I'm 2 minutes away. I have keys. I'm coming in. Sometimes he would threaten me with things if I didn't answer.
When you say threaten, you like what?
Sharing embarrassing things, doing shows on me, ruining my life, sharing sexual videos of me.
Okay, did he share sexual videos of you?
Not yet.
Did he threaten to?
Yes.
Does he have sexual videos of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-oh, kinky.
Thanks, Boston. I really appreciate it. Your help.
So,
You've been really good.
Jeff, I
Here we
don't have
go.
to worry about videos on you, do I?
you may.
Now we got video. See that?
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that there's a little bit of an explosion in here,
Yeah.
So I want you to take a quick look at these and look up at me when you're done. And this is identified in your initial affidavit as Exhibit 16.
Can you see the chat, Mark, on your
No,
right?
The
It's
supplemental
very
affidavit.
small.
just give the judge
Is it?
those numbers.
Yeah.
Objection, Your Honor. Yeah, I'm not, if you have exhibits, introduce the exhibits. If this thing's already before the court, I wasn't the judge. So this is now a final hearing. So exhibits will come in, they'll begin with number 1, they'll go up number 2 and 3 and 4.
Well, he's a tough
So if
judge.
there is exhibits, I'm not going back to another date, finding exhibit number 6 of
Oh.
this date. That's not happening. So introduce exhibits as we go along. Understood. So, do you see exhibit, okay, what is that, ma'am? Ma'am, listen to me, pay attention to me, not to this.
Pay attention.
Who's older?
That's her lawyer talking to her like that.
Take a look at that, look up to me when you're finished.
This judge isn't messing around, Mark.
No, he's getting right to it. He's tired.
You recognize those documents?
Yes.
What are
Looks like Uncle Fester.
They're call logs and text messages from throughout our relationship.
From who to who?
From Mr. Kearney to me and me responding.
Okay.
She called
And
Mr.
what-
Kearney.
And
Can you see right above the judge the names up there? Or is it hard for you to see?
No, I can't really see him.
Mike Crawford, that's the young jerks. He hates Turtleboy, so he's in here to get this so he can talk about it and talk bad about him. That's why I'm hoping that Turtle succeeds here.
Okay.
Because he's going to shut up a lot of people again. Of course, they'll find other things. You know how people are.
Sure.
She must be reading something.
Yeah, I'm reading. One of the comments was the lawyer's a nutcase just like her.
Texting, et cetera, that, as long as that's been established that it's foundationally a curated list of her chosen screenshots, I have no objection.
One said, I think that
So this is not a
the judge's
log
head is cold.
all
That's why
her
he's
calls
grumpy.
during this period of time.
Put a
Is that
star
correct?
on cap
Boston
on that.
says that
It's
he's
just
looking.
she picked out all the calls between the two parties.
You're looking at the log girls, the feed
Understood, Mr.
chat,
Bradle.
not our chat.
Oh, okay.
Exhibit number 1.
So is this sort of like a modus operandi, or is this a fair and accurate representation of how often he would call you when you didn't have a communication with him?
Objection in the form of the question.
Let me rephrase it. When he didn't, when you didn't respond to his communication, is this essentially how he would respond with multiple calls and texts and everything else?
Yes, every time.
And was that something that occurred quite regularly in your relationship?
Yes.
Counsel, when is this? Like, we're in a...
When was this, approximately? Well, you started dating in when, 2004?
24, yeah.
24. And so approximately how long, when was it that the relationship ended?
In July.
And so approximately how long, who ended the relationship ended?
In July.
And approximately how long, who ended it?
Got an echo going on, don't I?
And when you ended the relationship, was there any other time that you found out that Kearney would communicate about your relationship and things that went on in your relationship?
Yeah.
And where would you do that?
On his shows.
Okay, when you say shows, what's that? The judge doesn't know anything about that.
On his,
What shows?
on his YouTube shows.
And what's a YouTube show?
An internet show that he broadcasts to.
Right, and is that something that
It's
was
a YouTube show.
heavily publicized during
We say that every day.
this show?
Yeah.
Right.
Got to get into the details.
Look at the judge, Mark. He's confused about the YouTube show than all of us.
He's confused, or he's got gas. He might even have gas.
He's like, what's a YouTube show?
Yeah. He's like, I'm done.
And does he get paid for having that show, do you know?
Yes.
How does he get paid?
How does he get paid?
From like donations, from selling T-shirts.
Oh, we're gonna have to sell
premium
T-shirts,
membership.
Mark.
Hey,
And
I think we need to.
so at one time, did you notice something about the show? About you? Were you on the show?
Yes.
What was on the show?
He began sharing our sexual messages, mocking me sexually,
Oh.
sharing where I worked, where I used to work, my daughter's school.
Okay, were some of the did you feel that he was trying to control your behaviors by going on this show and divulging all this information?
Yes.
And to try to get you to stay with him?
These were after we broke up that he started doing the shows because he wanted me to lie.
And in these shows, did the shows ever
She missed the cue there
ask for donations?
because he was trying to get her to say that he was after they broke up, which isn't true.
Things that further the public good, or is it just a show where he basically demonizes people online?
He definitely doesn't ask for money for charities on them.
So you think the judge is
He definitely
listening?
doesn't ask for money for charities on his.
I don't think so.
Attacking people.
Objection irrelevant.
I think he's reading maybe some text messages from his wife.
Raises money
Oh.
for things has nothing to do with her or this.
You better be home by 5.
With the mic, Judge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need you to.
They objected and he went, yeah.
It does. I can hear her fine.
Yeah, I'm just having a little problem with my military service. I'm gonna have some hearing issues. So speak into the mic when you answer questions. So,
Sir, and I agree with Mr. Bradle. What does the fact that his show raises money for kids with cancer, it doesn't? Move on to the point. Move on to the point of the restraining order.
absolutely. So these things.
This lawyer's
so he's
bad.
Basically
He
attacking
is.
you on the show.
She has got a
Yes.
sinking
And
ship.
like, how?
I think he would have been better
sharing
off
where I
with
work, where my
hiring
employer, where my
cousin
daughter
Vinny.
goes to school, sharing our sexual messages,
Where are
mocking
the
me
youths?
sexually, mocking my mental health,
See, she
Right, and then
shared
what-
some of those
and who is
sexual
he
messages, Mark.
his audience,
Okay,
and
what's
me.
his audience? Do we know who they are?
I know some of them, but
She
not
gonna read
all of
them?
them.
How about someone named Purple Kool-Aid Head or something?
Yes, I know who that is.
So time out for a second. People get online and he just does some filming and they get on and watch him?
I
what
had
you're
the
telling
same
me?
question.
And he'd get on this and throw it online and
It's like, what the hell
talk
are we
about you.
doing, Jeff? The judges can't figure it out.
Let me answer your question out loud.
And 200,000 people
200
would log on to see what he was saying about whatever it is he was saying?
That's what they do, Judge.
Okay,
That's what we
and-
do.
So
We don't
at
have
one
200,000
point, did
people, though. Wish we did.
he mention on the
Yeah,
show
no kidding.
where you work?
Yes,
Oh,
And
that is
he
funny.
tells them the address of where you work.
He's confused, the judge.
no,
Did he
He
tell
just-
them where you work?
yes.
I think he just doesn't
Where did you
believe
work?
that people actually do that.
Right.
Okay, and what happened as a result? Did he say anything about, hey, contact her at work?
Didn't say it directly.
What did he say?
He said where I worked, and then he said horrible things about me, and
Like
that,
what?
She's going to cry.
that I am mentally ill, that
She is
I
mentally ill.
mocked me sexually, that I'm a bad mother, that I do drugs.
And she does.
Right, but as a result of that, what
Yeah,
happened?
has he lied on any of those?
I don't think so yet.
Yes, his followers and he himself ended up contacting them.
Contacting your work.
Yes,
And how did they contact your work?
She has no proof of that.
primarily on social media, on Twitter, but some of them called them directly.
Well,
She has no proof that he
Feedback
did
have a
it.
Twitter account?
Yes,
Okay. And did they have
Also,
a?
Tater Boy's
an online
followers
presence?
yes,
did it.
And were.
Could have.
And did this?
Or she could be talking through her hat.
Contact your work?
he did.
And what did he say?
There we go.
He said something along the lines of, your employees not working very hard. I'd have to see I can't remember specifically what he said, but it was,
I don't remember the lie I told, so I need to see the sheet.
Never contacted her work.
Yeah.
She's gonna say that. She needs to get.
You would think there'd be a
foundation for how
paper
that
trail on all
Yeah,
of this.
where, when, how? Do we have a copy of the contact?
So where did you work?
State Street,
When?
until February of this year.
Okay, and how did he contact you at work?
On Twitter, on one of his many accounts that was impersonating me, he was tagging their social media
And she has many accounts.
And how do you know it was him?
because
She don't.
the account was tied back to his own billing data, his own email. He told multiple
How does she
people
know
he was
that?
behind the account,
How do you
and
think?
his own expert
Gotta
report
be a
that he
paper
submitted
trail.
showed.
No, what she did is she
Right.
knew all these passwords.
Can't just come in here.
How do you
with a
like
verbal
that?
shotgun.
She got a
I'll
hold
give
of
it what
her
it's
phone.
worth.
There's just
I'll
no
give it-
foundation.
She had a
I'll
watch,
give it what it's
I
worth,
think-
Mr. Bradle.
and she
Do you
was
have any-
stalking him,
Yes.
and he didn't know it.
Yes.
Oh, geez.
And she has like 50 accounts on X. And she's so bad that she'll actually post on one and then she'll answer it with her real one. She talks to herself.
How do you get? Yeah, she's got some schizophrenia going on there. Multi personalities, 50 accounts. Does she have those just so it's hard to track her, or why
Well,
would you do that?
She just don't want people to know it's her, so then she's ripping on people.
Oh, but
I'm
yet
gonna,
they
I'm gonna
can.
move on while you look for that, okay?
This judge has just about had it already.
Aidan Kearney publicly identify your employer on this webpage,
Yes.
okay?
This lawyer's
And,
not getting to the point.
Is
Did he
this
publicly identify
Gator
where your daughter
Boys?
attends school?
Yes.
No, this is the law
Turtle
girls
Boy?
we're sniping right now.
How would you describe?
The lawyer
purpose-
talking right there is that's
What
her
was the
lawyer.
purpose of the show? Like,
Mr.
why would you
Bradle.
go online about-
Attorney Bradle is
Because he was
Turtleboy's lawyer.
Yes, because he was upset I wouldn't continue to lie about him recording Karen Reed illegally.
Okay. And was that like a big beef about, you had a fight with him about that?
She stole the video of him
And what
recording
happened?
or recorded Karen Reed. I guess started passing around on Twitter.
To the best of your knowledge, why did you have this major falling out?
Here we go.
Because he didn't want me to tell the truth about him illegally recording her. So he threatened to do the shows and then he followed through on doing them.
Okay. So, at some point, he said, did he threaten you?
This lawyer is really not good at all.
No.
So at some point you, did Mr. Kearney, did you work on Mr. Brado's legal team?
No,
Did you ever get a paycheck from Mr. Brado?
no,
How about Mr. Brado's partner?
no,
How about Mr. Kearney? Did he ever pay you to be on a legal team?
no,
Do you have a degree in law or
No.
paralegal studies?
no,
But at this time you were dating Mr. Kearney, right? You were sort of, things were going okay, right?
which time after?
At the time that you're saying you were on the legal team.
I don't know when they're saying I was on the legal team. I was never on the legal team.
I understand.
That's
But
her
at some
lawyer
point, Mr.
confusing her.
Kearney in his affidavit.
Yeah, why is he doing that?
I don't know.
Talk?
You divulged secrets online or communications online, right?
Yes,
At some point, did Mr. Kearney ask you to
It's Kearney, not Kearney.
help him with uploading documents?
yes,
Where did that happen?
on a Google Drive.
When did that happen?
It happened for a long time since July 2024 when he made the Google Drive and then through.
Okay, hold on, we'll get there. We'll get there. Did you make the Google Drive?
No, he did.
He did. Okay, and what's a Google Drive?
It's like a shared folder online to upload documents to.
Okay, and so when he set up the Google Drive, right?
Counsel, what does this have to do with the restraining order?
Look, this is relevant to why he's going online and going crazy on her online and terrifying and destroying her life. So it's certainly relevant. He put it in his affidavit. I don't know why.
Okay, go on. Continue.
Please, Judge.
He's losing the judge.
I hear you.
He's
I know
lost
there's
the
a lot of
judge.
material here. It's crazy. I get it. But you need to understand what happened here and what continues.
I really don't. I need to know whether or not the elements are met in a 209A order. I don't need to know everybody's ins and outs over the last 3 years and who allegedly did what to whom when. What I need to know is, are you going to meet the elements?
He's like, what are elements?
He's not messing around, this guy.
That,
He's like, why are you taking up my time?
Hey, he's got a lunch date. It's already 30 minutes late. It's 12:30. He's hungry.
Can you believe, though, that, I mean, right here you can tell that her and her lawyer are lost and why they would,
uploaded things into this.
they brought this into court. It's like a game, you know, the court is the field and it's crazy. She should just leave Turtleboy alone. He's moved on. He's got another girlfriend. That's what she don't like, Mark.
Yeah, the preparation for this trial. I mean, you just got to watch 3 episodes of
Almost
Law
a
and
year
Order,
later.
and you know
Right.
that he's
And
lost.
So the issue of.
And the money she's spending to do this is ridiculous. But she did just move on. But she can't.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
They didn't issue a criminal complaint against.
Yeah, time out, counsel.
I don't want to take a lot of time. There's a pending clerk's hearing coming up for this.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to do with
No.
that. Nothing to do with that.
Misrepresentations say that nothing has ever issued.
Do you
It
got
has nothing
pictures
to do
of
with
this?
that pending clerk.
this
That's a separate
crazy
issue,
lady?
totally separate from this.
Just,
Gentlemen, let
sure I can
me
find
just
it.
say, from the court's perspective, the way this has already begun this morning, I can tell there's bad blood. I assume it's over some podcast where people have people who watch them for whatever reason I don't know. Okay, and I get it. I get that's where I'm waiting for the part where we come to the 209A, which is what we convene this courtroom for today. I get it. There's bad blood, and it has to do with people posting stuff and not posting stuff and maybe stealing stuff. It doesn't matter. The question is, where do we stand today?
Yes, Your Honor, but all of this contributes to the element of coercive control of my.
Starting when?
Starting from the beginning.
So their first
Well, what's
date.
the beginning? Give him a date.
Not the first day, but I would say after they broke up, like she said, in July of 2025. And then is when all of this.
So let's start hearing about how he coerced her.
Right.
Why don't you ask a couple questions about how he coerced her?
Right.
There we go. Now we're
Did he
talking.
drag you
Now we're cooking.
into the Holbrook Police Station on an allegation that you uploaded confidential information? Objection.
What's your objection?
Did he drag you in
Yeah.
there?
Well, did he,
What was the question?
did you get talked to by the Holden Police as a result of things that Mr. Kearney told them?
Yes.
And what did he tell
Picture
them?
in a
I told them I stole a phone extraction. I stole a watch. I don't remember what else, a bunch of other things that didn't result in any charges.
Right. And the phone extraction, what was that from? Do you know?
Yes, it was unimpounded discovery in his his open criminal file.
Okay, and so did that phone extraction get uploaded into the Google Drive that we were talking about earlier?
Yes.
At his request, right?
Yes.
And you told that to the police, right?
Yes.
And as a result, they did not charge you with a crime, did they?
Correct.
Right. And that was one of the incidents where he coercively controlled you, right?
Right.
And then did he go online later on that night? Or since then?
Gone online every single day since November about me.
He doesn't. He goes on every Tuesday
And,
and Saturdays, and then he does Turtleboy sex cult on Thursdays.
Turtle calls. What?
That's what he named it.
Oh my God.
It's a membership thing.
Jeff, what do you got me into? I'm not doing my sex calls.
I show you a document. Please look at that. And
The judge,
when you're done.
he's going, what the hell am I
What's
looking
that
at?
an image of?
A Twitter post
From who?
from me.
And what's it from you?
One of them is from me, but the video
I'm waiting for the
is somebody
cross-examination.
else.
That'd be interesting.
Well, that,
So is that from Aidan Kearney? Where'd you get that?
No. This is somebody else's YouTube channel.
Is that one of his followers?
No.
What's it talk about?
the lawyers is lost.
Grand jury being leaked?
He
Boy, if
brought this in as
glad
one
I
of
would
his
never be
exhibits.
in Boston and
What?
have him.
He brought this in as one of his exhibits to imply I was
trouble, huh?
leaking grand jury.
Right, this came
But this
from,
isn't me.
right, so this is his submittal to you for this hearing that I want to use it as our exhibit, but this is what he's saying you did, leaked grand jury minutes, right?
Yes.
I move to introduce that.
No.
It's their exhibits.
All I just heard from the witness is that one of these is her tweet or whatever it is, and one of them is from someone that she thinks is associated with him. So I don't even know what it is.
Okay.
What is
So
it?
what is it?
And who's the person who actually posted it?
Where did you get that? Where did you get that document?
Counselor,
Mr.
she's
Brady.
trying to tell you picked up the wrong document.
Yes. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry. So,
I got it.
he's new to this, and his lawyer's been with him for 3 years. So
I got it.
wait a
Hold on.
second.
He's new to this. She's making excuses for her lawyer.
Why don't we get the right
His
document?
So what is it?
incompetency is
Show-
pretty
Let me show
clear.
you that. Take a look at that document. Tell me.
And he's the guy that attacked that Tommy CPU that I told you.
Okay.
This is Mr. Kearney on his show last week, sharing my address.
Sharing your address.
And
Yeah.
she shares a
And
lot of people's
what else is he saying
addresses,
about
their kids, everything.
So he's docking a lot of people. Huh?
address?
But not her,
He's been
not him.
showing my
So
address,
I don't think
but
I don't know
show
what's
the-
going on with that.
He spoke directly to me while this order was in place.
But if he poked
Said
the
that
turtle, he's
nobody
going to
should be
come.
friends with me. He's going to keep calling them out by name to totally isolate me, and anybody who
So
supports me.
he's trying to coerce people to stay away from you, right?
Objection to the form of the question.
What does he do, ma'am? Have you seen the episode or the show or whatever he's calling it?
She watches them all.
You
the time.
watch it?
Yes.
What does it say? What's he doing?
She didn't want to admit it. Yes.
You put your home address out there?
Yes, while the order was in place just last week. This is
But everybody else knows where she lives.
I'll get there. I'm sorry, Judge, I know you want to cut through.
I'll get there now.
More experience at this than us lawyers are. But we'll get to that, Judge. Now, when you came in here to get an ex parte
You
order,
just yelled at the
Judge
judge.
Velez, right? Was that the judge?
Yes.
And she impounded that affidavit, right?
My affidavit.
Your affidavit, she impounded that, right?
Yes.
Because it was a one-party hearing. And what is this he's showing on his webpage?
This is his affidavit, which wasn't impounded.
Right. His affidavit, right? From his ex parte hearing the next day or a couple of days later when Mr. Bradle came in with him, right?
And he should be able to show that.
And
His.
is that his show that he's showing you there? Is that what he looks like when he's on his, internet
Yes.
experience there? And
Internet
is it a fair and accurate representation of him pointing at and talking about his affidavit?
Can you believe this is going on with grown-ups?
I don't. I mean, I'm
What else did he say on the show?
taking the
that
same
night?
posture as the judge.
Yeah.
Did he say anything about Judge Velez?
That was the next night when he played my ex parte audio.
And what did he say?
Watching them all the time, Mark.
How's that relevant?
Did he play an impounded affidavit?
No, how's it relevant what he said about a sitting judge in the Boston Municipal Court? How's it relevant?
I guess it's not. It just
It's
shows.
not.
I thought character was a live issue.
Sustained.
I thought character was a live issue.
Not the
every
character
court.
not the character of a judge.
No, but the character of him.
Again, we got elements. I'm looking at the form.
All right.
Elements.
So
Come
is
on,
that a
sir.
fair and accurate representation
What the hell?
of him talking about the affidavit and the restraining order?
Yes.
Was he bad mouthing you in that?
Bad mouthing.
Yes.
It's a crime.
Calling you stupid, calling you this, calling you saying don't follow
See,
her.
that's the First
befriend her,
Amendment right,
whatever
right?
the young people
Yeah.
do.
You
That's
can say
what this-
whatever the hell you
He
want.
was saying that nobody should be friends with me, nobody should support me, and
His
said it
opinion.
was funny because nobody came to court to support me last week, and he's the only one with friends anymore, and everybody's afraid of him, so they won't come support me.
Oh,
So, all right, so I moved to introduce Exhibit 2, Judge.
Witness is attributing statements to Mr. Kearney.
We can play the video.
Can play it.
Here's
Here's the deal. I can admit the piece of paper, but the piece of paper doesn't say anything.
Can I see that? I haven't
Yeah.
seen that one yet. If I could just have a look.
Is it
In
more
counsel-
evidence of him coercively controlling you? Answer the questions.
Yes.
So this is a.
Oh, he's yelling at her.
Where Mr. Kearney,
Answer that question.
screenshot of his show, where he's sharing.
You should
his
fire this
affidavit
lawyer.
to this court.
Oh, it's too late for
So
that.
if we want
She's,
to,
she ain't getting anything.
put
She's
pieces of
looking for
his
something.
affidavit into
It's not gonna
evidence,
happen.
She wants a restraining order from
You
him
can
for
do that
talking
whenever you
about
want.
her or whatever.
I mean,
I mean,
what's the court even supposed to do with that? I mean, quite frankly.
That's my question, that what is that offered for? I don't understand what it's offered.
Exhibit 3.
Well, it has, Your Honor, it has her address. He's telling people.
Well,
her
that's of
address.
some evidentiary value. Is her address posted on his site?
Yes.
Yes, and it was impounded, Judge.
Not impounded, his affidavit, which
My
was never
address is
impounded.
impounded with the
His,
court.
yeah, but it has her address in it. He's giving her address out to all these.
No, I
crazy
get your argument.
girls.
I get your argument. Exhibit 3 over.
I think, Judge, it's a public court document that
Is that illegal to give out addresses? That's what the
Was
other
your
wackadoodles
client's-
were doing
But-
all the ice.
Affidavit impounded.
but
So it's a public record.
a public record,
It's a public
Yeah.
record.
everybody can look at it.
But it doesn't mean that someone should, it doesn't mean someone should be posting it. That's the question.
Well, should and can is two different.
That's what I was
No.
implying. Okay,
He's
that's exhibit
posting it?
3.
No, he shouldn't behave that way.
Okay, that's exhibit 3 now we're at.
Yeah,
All right.
I thought we had 2.
Exhibit 2, Judge, I'm sorry.
Okay, exhibit 2, that's right. The other 2 got,
Thank you.
thank you.
He is not.
He's not happy with this at
Your
all.
Honor, I'd like to play that video if I could for the court.
Sure.
Here we go. Sure. Because the judge would like to see it too. You know, he doesn't know what the hell's going on.
I think he's just giving in. Just do it. Let's
Yeah.
move on. Show it.
Let's go.
He's Excuse me, I gotta have my assistant help me out here.
Sure.
Got to have the
People are a
assistant.
lot more sophisticated than I am on this internet stuff.
Boy, oh boy, the lawyer.
This internet stuff. So he's trying to make himself look more ignorant by.
Yep. I wonder who the assistant is. Jason Broyles, her best friend.
Yeah.
He's a piece of work, Martin.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he another? Excuse me, another
He
lawyer?
goes, he's on Twitter and he says he's an advocate.
I got the FTR audio of her first hearing when she received the order. I'm going to listen to it with you guys for the first time, because this is my first time hearing this. We're going to listen to it. And she always, they keep bringing up her stupid lawyer, like, oh, he's talking about it.
Now that's Turtleboy talking.
This is what I do. She knew this when she signed up to date me. She knew that I was in jail because of my last relationship. Again, this is my first time hearing this. This is a different judge. This is Judge Velez. I don't know who that is.
I understand that there's no free speech here, but I think to me there is also a pattern here to
object and I ask that it be stopped immediately.
Judge, can you stop it and let's have the objection.
There we go.
How do you stop it? Are you sorry, she said? I mean, what is this, a therapist? What is it?
This is
Somebody's phone's going off in court?
Yeah.
As I do,
Wow.
Velez on there, the recording from the first ex parte hearing that she was at with Judge Velez. How that can be relevant here today, where we look at everything all anew, I object. And I think it's also another way to get around if there are some allegedly disparaging statements that my client said about Judge Velez.
I think what this shows,
get him in front of
Well, there's two things here, Judge.
well, there's one that I care about, and one is he continuing to apply pressure to her? I mean, that's the question.
That's the question. And not only that, Judge, remember, he's got a cross order.
And he's got 200,000 people, and he's allegedly putting her address out there?
And he's also applied for an order saying that he's afraid of her and convinced another judge in your court to issue him an ex parte order. And so it's relevant to show the court his demeanor and the way he treats this and why he's not afraid.
How long is this? Is this a minute?
It's not very long, Judge.
Keep going.
Just to correct that.
Start playing.
Freedom or saying
Fear is still an element. Fear is still an element.
Yes, but not that he's afraid of her.
Judge, this is 3 days ago.
And this is,
Yeah, let's go. We're listening.
There's apparently a pattern of what? I got to hear this. She goes, I'm sorry you're going through this. Now my blood's boiling.
There's definitely a pattern of harassment, willful, malicious, truthfully vicious. You went to the police, are they doing anything? They said to do an order, and a lot of the names.
Your Honor, this is showing.
No, I understand.
Video that he's sitting in an apartment.
At an ex parte hearing,
Mark.
where Mr. Kearney was not there to defend himself.
Where she says, on
He's
video,
the one who put it out in the public domain, and what was the point of that? And his point is, he had a purpose in putting this out there. I'm going to let him play it.
What's wrong with the judge? He's encouraging people to bully you. So they didn't want to put it in writing why they fired me, she says. Because they will be like sued by her. That's what she's saying. Please. She's lying.
I was told it was purely because of 10-minute followers tagging them.
I can't wait for her to be cross-examined about this. Like, this is not Twitter. I don't know if she doesn't realize this. She's gonna have to be cross-examined about this. Do it. I can't wait. I look forward to my cross-examination. She had to make a big stink there, calling it up today. I'm like, stop hiding shit. Stop it. Like, why did they not give the Zoom code out the other day? Enough of this shit.
ooh, the judge, do you see that with the
Yeah, I've seen
eyebrows?
enough.
Yeah.
I've seen enough. His eyebrows went up.
Call up the next one.
She's going to get cross-examined. This is going to be good.
You a couple of days ago.
Was that a couple days ago?
I think he's done, the judge.
Whenever it was.
Yep. I think so.
What's this next video show?
That's to go after my work.
We both have kids. You gotta stop.
Hold on, hit pause. What
Yep.
is this?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta. You can't shut it off. Okay.
No, I told him to stop. Why don't you ask her a couple questions?
So In preparation for this, you submitted another video, did you not?
Submitted a lot of videos.
You did, but this
Submitted
next
a lot of
video,
videos.
what does this next video depict? And threatening you?
The last couple months before he started doing the shows about me in November, where he's saying you have a job, you have kids, and he said being left alone is not an option. And I tell him I just want to be left alone. I don't want anything to do with
Right.
this.
And this is him trying to coerce you into staying with him and controlling you.
Hold on, you don't get to testify.
Yeah, I was
Someone
gonna
please
just
ask,
say.
when was this video from?
Right. When was this video, this audio recording taken?
October 2025.
And who recorded it?
I did,
And why did you record it?
because I needed to for my protection. He called me threatening things, and I was worried he would eventually follow through on his
Wow.
threats to
And he's got
get me
that.
fired.
He's got
So
that
I
recording where she
wanted it.
said,
And he
"You
was
hit
also
me," and he
trying to
goes, "I
blame
hit
me
you."
for
She
reporting
goes, "I'm
Karen
calling the
Lee,
police."
So I
There was
wanted
nothing.
evidence that he was the one who reported her.
So she just
But, so
said it, and he
notwithstanding-
didn't do it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Do you have this?
This is a recorded, this is a call that we contend, and I think she just admitted it, that she illegally wiretapped my client
Illegally wired.
without his consent or knowledge that this phone call was recorded. It was intercepted, to use the statutory language. And it is the subject of her upcoming court hearing for wiretapping. So whether, she's trying to
Whoa.
keep herself down and bring Mr. Kearney with her, I don't know what's going on here, but basically admitting to this court subject matter of the upcoming wiretap.
Is there a magistrate hearing set?
It is, Your Honor.
When is it?
It's 8/14. So I don't know what's going on here, but I don't even know if she knows she's doing that, but I think it's probably important to put that out there before this court. And I don't know
Counsel,
what they're doing.
Counsel, your client just took the stand and admitted to one-way recording.
Your Honor, my client,
I understand why she may have done it. I understand everything, but that doesn't mean it's not illegal.
well, it's not illegal if he knew it was being recorded and he did. And that's the bone to pick at the clerk's hearing. But nonetheless, it's posted all over the internet. She got it from his website too. He played it on there and they got the exhibit themselves. They're using it. They brought it in. That's where we got it.
No, they're also using it as an exhibit, is what my point
Right.
is.
You plan on using this as an exhibit?
No, Your Honor.
It's in your exhibits you gave to us.
Right, it's in his.
Was it part of your discovery?
Yes.
Okay, there's a difference between an exhibit list and a discovery list.
Yes.
Right.
We're not using it.
As a discovery list. But
There may be testimony about it, but I wasn't intending on.
we can move on. We can move on. There's plenty more where he's threatening you. Show the next.
Oh,
Well,
man.
don't play.
Why don't you go to the next video?
Yeah, let's go to the next video.
This was a mess, Mark.
Yeah, it's just so unorganized.
No, Meredith O'Neill.
Hold on. Stop. You can't just stop playing.
Okay, so what is this piece of evidence, Miss?
These are.
I wonder
some
what
of
this
the
lawyer
first
does.
shows he did on
Lawyer
his
about.
audience for-
Okay, when was
He
that?
sucks at this.
In November,
I think he's
December,
got
and
a
then some of it
cardboard box on the
recent-
corner.
recent.
So it was November
He just-
and December of 25, and then.
He said that
After you broke up.
he's a DUI lawyer.
Okay.
And what does this video
Well,
depict?
Maybe that's his
him
skill
degrading
set.
me sexually.
I wonder how many people are
locking up
sitting in
health,
prison
sharing
because
where
of
I
him.
work, where my
Yeah.
daughter goes to
When you
school.
say degrading
doubt.
you sexually, what is he doing? Threatening to put a video out there?
There we go.
No, he's sharing some of our sexual messages from when we are together, and then
Sexual message.
laughing about some with
And he's posting this to 300,000 people.
No,
The testimony was 200,000. Don't give him an extra 100,000.
Yeah. I only gave him
Because
2,000.
apparently in some world, that's an important thing.
Yeah, I understand, Judge.
That was sarcasm.
So, and where did this
In
video
some
come from?
world, not in this one.
I kind of
His
like
own
the
show.
judge.
Okay,
Yeah.
so these are his words. Go right ahead. Hit play.
Here we go.
No, Meredith O'Neill is a vice president at State Street, just to be very clear. And State Street. Now, her kid was going into freshman year at Milton High School. Her and I had never had sex with First Cowgirl until that night when she wanted to film for the first time, and she wanted to do it reverse cowgirl because she had seen that he likes that. Like it was, and that happened. That was a real thing. And here's like another. I know.
Showing to whatever you like saw. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like I know. It was so awkward. And like
So they're filming each other.
Was it awkward though? Because you didn't have to look at her eyes.
It's just crazy.
You know, it's like I didn't. You know, I miss your.
Wait, what is this?
And she's staying in here saying, "Oh, Turtleboy's
No,
mean."
babe. No.
Yeah, it's like.
Hold on, I want to stop that. I want to stop.
Like,
Who's that female?
Jessica Machado.
And who's Jessica Machado?
She's another YouTuber and a journalist. She's reporting here today. She's sitting over there.
She's in this courtroom?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Now, what was she doing?
Okay, let's go. Okay, continue playing.
Talking to Turtleboy about the. She's. You got to watch her. She's on YouTube. She's a journalist.
Well, this was on a break. Like we were on a break, and it was like.
I just need some space.
Oh, I can't read that part. Like every sexting was like this. Like it was just so awkward and forced. And you know, like it's just so generic, ladies. This is not how you sex. I miss your huge dick inside of me.
You don't say that.
So
hold
on, let me stop that.
That's what she said to him, I guess.
So
Meredith did.
So this
My
is
God,
the kind
Jeff.
of highbrow stuff. No.
Here we
Ask
go.
the question. You don't get to. We'll have arguments at the end. How did it make you feel when you heard this?
Humiliated.
Okay.
Turned on.
What else?
But she texted to him, right?
Scared
Yeah.
about
So he
my
should be
daughter
able to say
seeing
what he
this,
wants.
my family too.
There she goes.
All right.
There's the waterworks.
Comes across.
She's going to that because she wants everybody to feel sorry for her. But
It's not.
she's a horrible person.
I wasn't gonna sure if I was gonna show that one, but it was just you had to see it. You know.
Oh, she was embarrassed. She shouldn't have done it, right?
This is a whole joke.
Okay, I've heard enough of this. I get the
Here we go.
gist. Yeah, I get the gist. Introduce it as an exhibit. I'll listen to it in chambers. It doesn't need to be broadcast to the world.
Thank you, Judge. Well, as you see, there's a camera broadcast.
Well, she's not going to have all of it.
Thank you, Judge.
And just so the parties are aware, my intention is I'm going to be taking these exhibits, so no one's getting copies of them until I'm done. So I might as well say it. I'm impounding it until they're not impounded.
Thank you, Judge. Next video. Yeah. Was there any other videos that you were able to capture?
If you want that video to be an exhibit, you got to get it to me in exhibit form.
Yeah, we have a thumb drive with all the videos, Judge, and you can go through them and.
Well, there's only been one introduced.
Right. So I understand so far, Judge. There's more.
You know, I think both sides, maybe the thumb drive is kind of everything. So court has, I think, everything, and then I think later on, maybe Russell and I should get together and tell the court.
I'm giving this hearing another hour. It's 2 hours for a 209A hearing, which is about 2 hours more than a 209 hearing gets, okay? And the decision's gonna be made tonight or tomorrow. So
Absolutely.
give me the exhibits you have, and I'm all ears. I mean, quite frankly, everything that's been introduced so far would have just been done in the first 30 seconds of
Judge
this
goes,
hearing.
I want to see the videos.
Well, I'm not very sophisticated lawyer, Judge, so I apologize.
You might want to stop saying that on the record, sir.
I don't really care.
Well, you should.
But,
What did he say?
my reputation speaks for itself, Judge. In any
He
event, Your
said
Honor,
something, and I didn't catch what he first said, and the judge said, "Don't put it on the
we have
record."
a thumb
And he
drive,
goes, "Well, I
Judge.
don't
We'd like
care."
to introduce
Well,
this
if the judge is
video.
telling you,
What's
you
the date of that
probably are.
video, Ms. Sharp?
It's several dates. The end is in March too, where it's telling me to other things.
She's obsessed
Are
with
there more
Turtleboy.
videos
She's
of
obsessed
him,
with Aidan Kearney.
You
And
know,
she does
going
not
online
like
and
that he's moved on.
besmirching your character and saying horrible things, embarrassing things, painful things.
And that's what she tried to do in her last relationship before
Yes, there's
Aidan Kearney.
they're all on the thumb drive.
Mr. Bradel, do you have a copy of the thumb drive that they're talking about?
Yes.
Do you object to me having that thumb drive?
No.
Okay, the thumb drive is exhibit 3.
Thank you,
And I hope that'll be the same on my end too, when it comes around to my thumb drive.
Well, I'll keep it in mind, Mr. Bradle.
Do you want to give him a copy of it? I need a copy.
The same copy that was previously
She's like,
provided.
do you have, Madam Clerk, do you have it?
I have a thumb drive in the file. Is it the same as been previously
There was
provided?
a couple additions, but that's fine.
Yeah, yes, we'll give him this one. This has all the new ones on it too, right? Yeah, we'll give him this one.
Okay, we'll mark that thumb drive
yeah.
as Exhibit 3 when you're done with it.
Now, I don't know if you want to continue playing videos, Judge, or if you're
No,
gonna.
they're now evidence.
Okay.
They are now evidence. Once they're introduced and he didn't object and they're before the court, they're all evidence. It just means I'll be listening to them in a cozy office instead of in a courtroom.
Okay, very good, Judge.
Cozy.
This is a copy for the court. You need
Okay,
this one.
okay.
Just play it if we're gonna.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Exhibit 3.
So,
That's 3.
Yes.
Okay.
so collectively is 3, I suppose. So,
It's just a mess. It's a joke.
It is.
so ma'am, in addition, so these videos.
Let's get on
right,
to
and
cross-examination.
Puts out there, are these?
Yeah, I
Are
don't think
these
there is going to
published
be
out
any.
to the internet, like to whoever, you know,
They've been going for an hour already.
is turned on by that kind of thing?
Yes.
And so, and you're aware of that, right?
Yes.
And how does that make you feel when he says all these, and there's more videos that we're not gonna play here in court.
They're exhibits though. They're in.
Exhibits though. How does playing those exhibits make you feel?
Right now, it makes me scared because he already got me fired, and now he's trying to prevent me from getting another job by labeling them with my full name.
Okay, so
She's the one that brought this restraining order, Mark.
Yeah, how is he?
Putting
Yeah.
all this stuff out there, including most recent court proceedings in this court, right?
Yes.
And saying things like, I can't wait to get into court, to get that bitch up on the stand again, or something like that, right?
Yes. He said he couldn't wait to get here, and this is a big day for him.
Right.
He's excited, not scared.
Now.
He's excited, not
last time you were
scared.
in court last
Well,
week,
yeah, it's
there
because
was
your
another
defense
gentleman
is
Shows
stupid.
that,
in
yeah,
the
she's
court,
lying.
Right?
Yes.
What's that guy's name?
Paul Bidendale.
Okay, and where's he from?
I believe Maryland.
Right, and Mr. Kearney.
He's there.
He's got a YouTube
The guy
channel
who
too?
purple Kool-Aid.
What's he
Yeah.
got, 1,000 followers?
He's there. He's from the Baltimore area or
Something
around
like
there.
that. And,
He goes
and so
hard.
what he
after
does,
he goes hard.
Question.
well, question, where, did you see him on Aaron, on this Mr. Kearney's, show? What's his show called, by the way?
Purple Kool-Aid.
But, hold on, let me.
Purple Kool-Aid.
What is Mr. Kearney's show called?
Turtle Boy.
Turtleboy Live.
Turtleboy Live. And what is, how do you say his name? His friend?
Purple Kool-Aid.
Purple Kool-Aid. That's the name of this other gentleman's show?
Correct.
And did Mr. Kearney put that guy's show on his show?
Yes.
And what are some of the things that Purple Head
Purple Head.
on Mr. Kearney's show broadcast?
Purple Head.
Objection, Your
Well,
Honor.
it's in the video evidence, right?
Is it already in? So I'll see. So I'll see it.
The relevance of what someone else says is.
Except it's alleged that your client published it to 200,000 people. That, okay?
It's publishing something doesn't mean you adopt it.
Nope.
Show it to someone,
Nope.
You know. and
I don't think he did it because he was in love. It doesn't sound that way.
In terms of using it to show someone, it's protected by the First Amendment to do so.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, Judge, I anticipate.
You know what? It's in evidence. Both parties agreed to let me watch it. We're good.
By the way, the SJC spoke on First Amendment when it violates the statute.
Let's get to the cross-examination. Come on.
When you're violating
I think we're going to find out more in the cross.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to show it. He's
Thank you
going to
for the
run out of
lesson
time.
in
he said.
constitutional law. I've been there, done that.
Ryan and Browse.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
I got you.
Okay, let's move on. That's evidence. What other evidence do you have?
Well, that's in evidence.
And during your
Mostly-
closing, counsel, you can talk about all of, but she's on the stand under oath.
I understand.
Ask her a question.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you're done asking her a question, he'll have some questions.
That's what they don't want.
Mr. O'Neill,
Maybe that's why
at
they're
some point,
like
did you try to
stalling.
lash
It
out
might be.
against him
Saying
online?
finally, but he still gets
I
the
was
chance
trying
to
to
cross.
defend myself against the lies he was telling about me.
Okay. And did you threaten him tit for tat, like if you show that, I'm gonna show this?
I said I
Yes.
would share the truth.
And did you?
Yes, for a period of time, but not anytime recently. I've deleted my social media. I've logged off. I haven't engaged.
She lies.
He's lying now.
And at some
Those
point,
other accounts come
did
through.
you find out that Mr. Kearney had set up burner accounts?
Yes.
And what did he do with those? What's a burner account in your mind?
It's an account where you're
Well, she
not
knows.
identifying your own information. You're pretending to be somebody else.
Right. And what did he do on those burner accounts?
He made 2 accounts that were impersonating me using my photos. One was called State Street Mayor, which was State Street is where I used to work.
Right. And if you look at, and
I
by
don't
the
think
way.
that's illegal. I don't
Okay,
think.
so,
I don't
and,
think so.
and those burner accounts, what did those burner accounts, say?
To object, there's a lack of foundation that these are his burner accounts. They just
Yeah,
say,
I-
his burner
I'm
account.
gonna introduce
So-
Mr. Brady's expert witness, report which establishes that.
Counsel, can we just have one person speak at a time? The objection is there's not a proper foundation. I agree with that. So the objection is sustained.
Give me 1 second, Judge. So, Ms. O'Neill, were you able to review the so-called expert report that Mr. Bradel introduced in this matter?
At a high level.
Sorry?
At a high level, I didn't understand a lot of it, but there were a few things I did understand.
And what were you-
Introduced anything, so I don't know what council's talking about that.
Well, I'm gonna introduce it for you.
I'm going to introduce it for you.
So,
A question to the witness,
Yes.
please.
I approach with a document. Do you recognize that document?
Yes.
And what do you recognize that document to be?
A report they gave us as some of their evidence that purports to be an IT expert of some sort.
Right? And what does he purport to say?
Reports that an account that used to be called State Street Mayor was owned by Mr. Kearney.
Okay, and that's owned by Mr. Kearney, right? And that's what the report says, right?
Yes.
And does the report also say?
But he's got an IT guy
too,
too,
that
Mark.
they can't identify who may have posted anything from this account, right?
No, not that account. That was
From these accounts.
from the other accounts, but the one that
Right, okay.
was his burner. That one was, 'cause it was given to them.
Okay,
as a-
so this document establishes that the burner accounts that you're talking about were actually set up by Mr. Kearney, right?
One of them.
And this is their expert, right?
Yes.
I move to introduce this, Judge.
Objection.
Okay, 4.
Thank you.
And it's called, the parody account, right?
No, it's called State Street Mayor.
Oh. Oh, yeah, we don't need that.
So
Sorry. So. Now,
Do you have it?
Looks like we lost Mark. Where did you go, Mark?
Is that it? Okay.
ma'am, as a result of the actions by Mr. Kearney, excuse me, I almost said Turtleboy again. As a result of the actions by Mr. Kearney, and let's say the people that go online and follow his, follow his whatever it is, do you feel that you've been threatened?
yes,
Do you feel that your life has been affected terribly?
essentially been all but ruined.
And do you feel that you, under the statute, have been controlled and coerced?
Yeah, I mean, he took away my job. He wants to make sure nobody has
The legal
no
conclusion
many
for
friends.
the court, so I'd object to Ms. Strick. She can offer facts, but she can't give you legal conclusions.
You know what? That's what she's been claiming from the day one, that he cost her her job. So you can continue, ma'am.
And this other gentleman from Purple Head, are you aware from watching Turtleboy's show of things that he has done to affect your ability to be employed?
Yes.
What did he do?
He started naming his YouTube shows Meredith O'Neill, CPA, and he has said explicitly in the videos you'll see that he's doing this, that every time somebody Googles me, his shows come up, so I never find a job again, so I have to sell my body to make ends meet. And then Mr. Kearney said, this is great, he's doing this because she's unemployed and YouTube owns Google, so it'll come up.
And this was posted on Mr. Kearney's
Well, you got to make money somehow.
Yeah.
Retweeted or whatever it is these young people do, right?
Yeah.
And and that to over 200,000 of
Judge.
these so-called people who have nothing better to do than to watch the show, right? And is that why you came in to get a restraining order?
One of the reasons that was, yes.
Can you tell me of any incidences that occurred involving Mr. Kearney since you got the restraining order?
Since I got the order, he has spoken to me directly.
He what?
He's spoken to me directly. He shared my address.
When you say he's spoken to you directly, what do you mean by that?
On his shows, talking to me, he said, like, why don't you go fuck someone instead of doing this?
Okay.
That was just one example.
And are those in evidence through those videos?
Yes.
And did he also call you?
No, he didn't call me. It was a text.
Did he text you?
Yes.
So even though there's this temporary order, he texted you because he's so afraid of you, right?
Yes.
And by the way, you reviewed his affidavit, his supplemental affidavit, in support of his ex parte order, right? Paragraph 2?
Yes.
Where he says in that he didn't want to come and get a restraining order because he was afraid of it going public and he'd be publicly embarrassed, right?
Correct.
But then he went on that night, and on one of the videos, he says, getting a restraining order against you was just a tactic, right?
It was the next morning that he said that, but yes.
Right, and it was on his show, right? His Turtleboy show.
Well, he's probably
And he
protecting
said,
himself.
getting a restraining order
Probably.
was just a tactic, right?
Yes, after I got mine.
Deleting his own witness.
Well, it's in evidence. I mean,
It doesn't matter. The counsel
Yeah.
ought to follow the rules
All
of
right.
how to question a witness.
Counsel, how much more of this do we have?
I think most of it is in, Judge.
The videos are in. I mean,
Videos are in.
the work is done. I'm gonna go and listen to every single second of every single one of these videos.
And how does it make?
And ma'am, you're telling me that on this, he claimed that him coming to this court to get a restraining order was a tactic?
Yes, it's a clip labeled, it's a tactic after my order was
It's
in.
a tactic.
Okay, I'll listen.
And since, let's say Friday, has anything occurred on the show?
Since the last hearing, he published my ex parte audio and was mocking it, laughing at it, and saying he couldn't wait to come here. He shared my address.
And how does that make you feel?
He was encouraging people to come here to show their anti-Meredithism, like anti-Meredithism. And the last time we were here, like, we got screamed at and followed down the street. I almost just wanted to just drop it because.
Has anyone come to your house as a result of this crazy posting?
Judge, I object to any attribution of third-party actions.
Unless it's on there that he's posting, he's looking for a reaction. If he's prompting a reaction to her and the reaction comes, then that can be attributed in a 2098 to him.
But that's not the question here. Did someone come to my house? They want to say that, it didn't happen, but if they want to say, I know that Aidan Kearney made this guy go to my house, let's have at it. But you can't just come into court and say, all these things happen.
Question withdrawn.
I'll withdraw the question. Now, have you posted some videos of Mr. Kearney too?
Some that were already out on the internet.
Okay. And did you post the one where he threatened to punch you in the nose, where he's drunk?
Yes.
At your apartment?
Yes, after he posted
Objection to the
videos from
form
that
of the
night.
question, and that's, doesn't exist.
Well, is the video, is the video?
Time out. Is that video in this packet?
Yes,
Yes, it is.
Okay.
What exhibit number?
17.
There you go. So, you know, it's all in.
No, I get it. And I'll give you an opportunity to wrap it all up and put a bow on it. Okay.
I have no further questions.
Counsel,
Here we go.
anything for the witness?
Yes, Judge, I have a lot. Do you want to do it in terms of lunch or?
No, we're going. We're going.
Okay. I just say that just because, yes, Judge Albertson said that she wanted to make sure we had a lunch break for the staff.
I don't.
So
We didn't start till noontime. time. You had a late breakfast, Mr. Bradle.
I'm
You're
fine.
good.
No, I'm fine, Judge.
You look like a marathoner. You're good to go.
Judge, I have some videos that I think, would it be all right if we play them on the big screen?
Yeah,
Judge,
that's
or-
fine. Whatever you want to
All right,
do.
I'm just ask Ms. Healy if she could just go over there and plug into the
Sure.
screen. All right, thank you.
We're gonna play all his videos now, Judge.
It doesn't, we'll see what they are. He hasn't moved to introduce anything. I haven't told him he could do it. If he's got one that I'm allowing, then I'll let him put it on the screen. But,
In order to save time, Judge, I'd just say put them all in and you can parse it out.
well, we'll see how it goes. You don't get to do his case.
Well, I do appreciate that aspect of it, Judge, that, I think counsel's trying to give me a courtesy that my thumb drive comes in, his thumb drive
Yeah.
comes in, and, we can sort it out later. But I think everything should come in, so.
Are you moving?
I would move our thumb drive in as well, yes.
Okay. Counsel, are you objecting to Mr. Bradle's thumb drive being introduced into evidence?
There were some exhibits that I objected to. Which
Which
were the,
Watch this, okay.
yes, there was a bunch of screenshots from third parties that had nothing to do with.
Well, you got some third parties.
But it wasn't from his show. The ones I put in are all from his show.
Okay.
These are like people talking back and maybe some of his followers or minions, Turtlehead,
Turtlehead.
texting back and forth about her. I mean,
So why are you objecting to them coming in?
well,
Because they show
yeah, it's because.
lies.
Judge, just to clarify, we're contending that's her.
Right.
Okay. That's, listen, they're in. Give me the, it's gonna be, and
Madam Clerk has it, I submitted it, I think, last.
that's what, number 5? Exhibit 5 for purposes of today?
Yes, that would be the
That'd
next.
be fine.
And I'll note
I'd be
your
so
objections to
frustrated if I was a
portions, but I
judge.
think when I'm sitting there on a big screen watching it, eating my popcorn, I'm gonna be able to tell who's who and what the allegations are.
Eating
Yeah, I think Your
popcorn.
Honor is savvy enough to.
I hope to
separate
God
the chaff or whatever it is, the wheat from the.
No,
chaff.
sit tight.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Bradle, what do you have?
Thank you.
Your exhibits are, is that all of your exhibits? They're all on that one thumb drive?
I'm not sure, Judge Franklin. I have a couple pieces of paper that
Okay.
might be duplicative that I want to use with the witness.
Your Honor,
Okay.
Not to complicate things, but I would like my client's affidavit. If his affidavit's coming in, I want my client's affidavits coming in.
Do you have a copy? Move to introduce it, I'll allow it.
They're in the record already. We have extra.
Get an extra copy, move to introduce it.
Judge, I don't mind the same thing. We have a 5-page, and then I believe it's the 8-page.
Listen, the public records,
Right.
the only question for this court today is, are they in evidence?
I trust this court, and put everything in, and Your Honor can decide, okay? That's fine with me. I think it's fine with counsel, but I'll let him speak for himself.
Okay, what number, so affidavit's next exhibit, affidavit of, yes, thank you. She's gonna get you clean. Did you find a clean copy? We can probably find our copy. You got a clean copy?
You just have to ignore these little green
Sorry,
things,
that's
Judge.
a copy.
Okay.
I didn't print a new copy.
You know what? We can pull a clean copy. We're good.
We're good.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Of the supplemental too?
We have two.
Yes, from
Yes.
her.
Yep.
Right, okay.
You do?
Okay.
So,
That's gonna combined.
Exhibit 5?
Is it 5 or 6?
I don't
6.
remember. I'm sorry, 6.
Yep, that's 6.
And, Your Honor, would you like both
They're in
restraining
pa-
orders to have the same exhibit list?
Yes, it's one exhibit list.
I got your message.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay.
Go
The
ahead.
plaintiff
Look at her,
notice
Judge. He's
O'Neill
laughing.
affidavits,
Yeah,
including the
his
supplemental
butt's getting
affidavits, will
sore.
be marked as plaintiff's exhibit number 6.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's get to some questions.
Okay, and now you're gonna
Yeah.
use, you have some paper copies that you're gonna use, okay.
Judge, and I'll show.
Yeah,
Here we go.
and if there's an extra copy because you used it, still introduce it. I'd rather have more than not have everything.
There you go.
Hey,
You may, yeah.
Ms. O'Neill, good afternoon.
afternoon.
Have you ever threatened
Uh-oh.
Mr. Kearney with reporting that he hit you, lying to the police about it?
Only when he was filming me, following me around my apartment.
So that's a yes?
Yes.
So you told Mr. Kearney that you were going to tell police that he hit you, right?
Only so he would stop filming me.
I'm not
Doesn't
asking
matter.
why, I'm asking whether it happened.
She answered that she did. You said you did, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so what you're saying is that you're willing to use the courts and the police and your status as a woman to say that you were harmed by Mr. Kearney?
Objection.
Well, he can ask the question.
Suits you,
No, I never went to the police.
but you threatened Mr. Kearney to do so to get him to take certain actions or refrain from certain actions, right?
I wanted him to stop filming me, and I didn't think he would share a video if I was saying I hit him.
So that's a yes, and you just said why you did it? And you're trying to get him to comply with whatever desire you had at the particular time, right?
I wanted him to stop filming me around my apartment.
And in terms of patterns of behavior, you said that Mr. Kearney exhibits patterns of releasing things and bothering you online, right?
Yes.
Isn't it true that you yourself exhibit that same pattern going back to 2018?
Objection, Your Honor. What on earth does the relevance of 2018 have to do?
I gave you latitude. I'm gonna give him latitude. It's a simple yes or no.
Judge, they broke up
I ruled.
2005.
Counsel, I ruled.
Yes.
You got to establish that pattern, right?
Yeah.
You were dating someone named Sam Teflin, right?
There we go.
Yes.
And Mr. Teflin was on the receiving end of your hacking and your false emails, wasn't he?
No.
Didn't you admit that in the court filings? You said that you were sorry and that you had mental problems and that you
Oh.
regretted doing it?
No, he coerced me to write an email for him because he was doing cocaine and caught doing it.
He coerced you to send a text admitting that you hacked into his accounts and sent certain emails?
Wasn't a text.
So you sent the emails, though, didn't you?
Text.
I think she just said it was in a text.
No.
What
Mr.
does it
Bradle,
matter?
I gave you the latitude to go there. I got it.
Okay, thank you. In that case, and just a couple more relative to the issues that they've raised here, Your Honor, if I may.
Sure.
You pretended to be him in an email that you sent to his employer, right?
No, I did not pretend to be him.
You sent an email to his employer saying that he no longer wanted to take a position in Australia with his company because you didn't want him to go, right?
No, that's not what happened.
Why don't you tell the court what happened with the emails that resulted in Mr. Turtleboy getting an order against you out of this court.
Objection.
I'll ask an open-ended question.
You know, the fact that there might be a restraining order from the past, it doesn't matter, Breck. You can look at the four. He's got 30 of them. She's got one, maybe.
I'm sure you doesn't have any. So I don't know where that
You had one.
In 2024.
Well, the lawyer.
Okay, we're going to move it along. He's trying to, and I understand where he's going, pattern of conduct and opportunity and knowledge and all those things that would be relevant in this proceeding. I got it. We're moving along.
I have the paperwork, Your Honor, and it's in our thumb drive in terms of this prior.
So it's an exhibit. It's already an exhibit. It's in.
So, and I'll just finish it this way.
Yeah.
It's fair to say that you had a restraining order taken out against you in this very court for the same type of hacking, misrepresenting online type activities that you did here, right?
Objection.
That's not
She
fair.
never
She can answer the question.
She can answer the question, counsel. She can answer it, and you'll have an opportunity to ask her whatever you need to ask her.
He got a restraining order because I didn't get a lawyer and didn't know what I was doing, and he had accessed my things illegally and moved on. I was never violated, unlike Mr. Kearney's restraining orders, and it was.
So, Ms. O'Neill, you know how this works. You got to answer the question I asked. Right?
What's your
I'm
question?
going to ask him not to instruct the witness, Judge.
I'll
That's your
instruct the
job.
witness if she's not doing something.
Okay, both of you, stop. Question, answer. Let's go.
Isn't it true that the restraining order that was taken out against you accused you of hacking into his email or text, sending out communications according to be him, and it was really you?
Ask and answer, Judge.
Well, I don't know what the answer is, so if she did answer it, but it's all in here. Ma'am, is that true or not true?
Not all of it about the accusations, no.
Okay.
Which part did I say wrong?
About the purporting to, like, impersonating people.
There we go.
Which part did I say right?
We should get what the flock.
It was alleged that I hacked something, but that's not what happened.
You got a restraining order on those allegations put into evidence against you, right?
Ask and answer.
I'll allow the question because I'm confused.
All she has to do is admit the truth, and I'll stop asking questions.
Mr. Bradle.
We got about
Objection.
20 minutes yet.
Objection. Sustained. Ask a question, will you?
Question. And allegations were that you hacked into the poor guy's account, went to his employer, he got fired, he said that he did cocaine to his employer, he got fired, he came here for an order, and he got one based on those allegations, right?
He was fired because he did cocaine.
And you're the one that told them that, right? You want me to pull out the paper?
I don't remember. It's from 2018.
She don't remember.
A decade ago. I don't remember the exact.
What do you say is the worst thing you did in that order?
Probably after he was threatening to share photos of me, I shared a video of him doing cocaine with my friends, and it did get back to his employer.
And
He
how?
was bringing cocaine into my house with my daughter repeatedly.
Well, you do cocaine in your own house, don't you?
Objection.
May I approach?
Objection.
The client's friend does.
May I approach?
What's your objection?
He's accusing you of criminal conduct, Judge, with no evidence.
Well, I think he's.
May I approach?
Is
Yeah.
it in evidence? Is it on the thumb drive?
I'm going to let him ask it. I mean, I don't know how relevant it is to this, but he'll explain to me why it is, I'm sure.
Cocaine or heroin, it doesn't matter. It's a restraining order.
How many times have we
You may approach.
question?
Let me show
Yeah.
you our pre-marked
Well,
exhibit 1 in the thumb drive. Your
Nobody
Honor.
wants to answer.
Exhibit 1 in the thumb drive.
Exhibit 1 in the thumb drive.
You can tell when she's
Believe it's
doesn't want to get
exhibit
herself
6.
in trouble for lying. She stopped.
Subsection 1. 5, subsection 1, I'm sorry.
He said he was only going to would be what 2:00 their time, so 1:00 ours. But they still have to do closing.
Yeah. My butt's not going to last that long.
I mean, how do you sort that out?
I don't know.
And he's going to sit in the chambers or take it home, whatever, and watch all this stuff?
Yeah, he's got homework to do.
I'll show you Exhibit 1. And
he's going to be like us. Spend this amount of time and say, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
The text from June of 2024.
And that's your text, right?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
And what does it say? Read the circled portion.
It says, I kept trying to make you come out and talk to me and Deanna to help me try to get her to go to sleep. I finally got her to stop talking and to stop doing coke at like 3. I did a tiny little line and was like, this is so gross. I don't know how I used to do it.
So,
Rachel, what was the point of that?
because she said that she went after this poor Mr. Teplin guy because she was upset that he did cocaine at her house.
Okay.
And she's
So,
here.
so I see we're going a deeper level of some other party with some other restraining order that there was cocaine.
Because she.
I got it. But we're moving on from there, right? Okay. Well done. Move on.
He should have taken a break for
You
lunch.
did cocaine in your own house in the last couple of years, right?
Because Mr. Kearney's friend brought it.
Because why? If you did.
Small amount.
A small amount. What's a small amount?
Small amount.
I think she testified to a line.
A small line, she said.
Right.
Small line.
Small amount? And your daughter's home?
So why'd you
No,
do
she
it?
was
Well, I
not
like
home.
the smell.
The only reason you're putting is trying to imply that she was.
Who's Deanna?
There's the tears.
Mr. Kearney's friend.
So you're doing cocaine with Mr. Kearney's friend?
Because she
While
brought
Mr.
it.
Kearney's asleep?
Because she brought it.
Brought
He
it,
was
that doesn't
asleep.
make
He
you
was
do
blackout
it.
drunk. His friend brought it. It was a surprise to me.
It was a surprise.
This is when they were you were still dating, right? In 2024.
Yes.
I got it.
Now, Ms. O'Neill, you say that Mr. Kearney got you fired, right?
Correct.
Did you get yourself fired?
No,
Well, you said that he contacted your employer?
he did.
And what's your proof of that?
The State Street Mayor
the
Twitter account that
exhibit.
he owns. It's in evidence and by affidavit. There's evidence
Purport of
connecting
making
you
your
guys.
In our chat, Mark, they're saying it was her friend that brought the cocaine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading that.
You took
Yeah.
over that account, didn't you?
I did not.
You hacked into that account, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
And you started to control that account just like you did with Mr. Teplin.
Uh-oh.
I've never accessed Aidan's burner account.
So you cover your tracks pretty nicely with a bunch of Australians, don't you?
You know, I'm gonna object.
I'm going to sustain that objection because I don't know what that was.
It's an introductory.
It's frustration,
statement.
Judge, is what it is.
Yeah, well, ask.
So you say that you didn't control the State Street Mayor account, right?
No, I've never accessed that account.
Now, you know that there's some you refer to them as the Australians who control it, right?
I was told an Australian person got into Mr. Kearney's burner account that was dedicated to getting me fired.
And so that's really you though, isn't it?
I don't live in Australia. There's a man named Chris Mullers in Australia. It's not a secret person. He's identified as himself. He signed an affidavit in this proceeding.
And he does whatever you want in terms of releasing things and controlling the
Let her answer. She's going to say no. I can tell from, let her.
No, he advises the client on his own. It's nothing to do with me telling him what to do.
Well, haven't you said that? Haven't you called them an elite Australian cyber team or something to that effect?
He was able to find
Yes
out the
or no?
identity. I've said it's a cyber team. I called him a cyber team.
So, and you bragged online several times about how this elite Australian cyber team can put out any sorts of things they want at your behest, right?
I've never said that.
That's what you're implying though, isn't it, in your post?
Objection, Your Honor, what she's implying.
We can play them.
This is crazy town, Judge.
I'm trying to
Really.
just cut to the chase.
Evidentiary wise, this is crazy town. I mean,
Both
you
these
not
lawyers
talk-
are
listen,
incompetent.
I don't know if you've been in courtrooms, but
This
this
is
is the way
crazy
we
talk.
do it. You object, and then I decide who I'm going to hear from. We don't have two people talking, right?
Who are we going to choose as the wackadoodle out of this?
You know, it's really tough.
What's the question you're trying to get her
Making
to
it
admit?
harder. I thought this was going to be a slam dunk.
You can
But
have
now
these Australian
Turtleboy's
actors or whatever
lawyers
they
just
are.
Turtleboy's lawyer's a little lost, I think, too. I don't know.
You can have them post things and release things and use what used to be Mr. Kearney's Twitter account at your direction, right?
No, I don't direct him.
I'd like to.
Well, she don't direct him, and Turtleboy don't direct his people either.
Where she makes
Yeah.
these statements.
But she says that he does.
Yeah, and what's his
You have a
evidence
laptop right there, you can do it right on your
to
laptop.
prove that she does?
Yeah.
You know, why doesn't he come back with that? He said, "Isn't
Yeah.
it true? It's on your whatever." No, he didn't say nothing.
See, the judge just put his papers away. He's ready to.
Yeah.
He just said something. I think he knows what she's about.
Just change the input.
Is that her talking in the background, or is that somebody else?
Thank you, counsel.
I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
And who's she whispering to, if that is her?
Yeah.
That one's it.
You recognize that, ma'am?
Yes,
What is that?
it is another YouTuber show that I briefly went on New Year's Eve.
What do
Uh-oh.
they call those kind of shows that you can go on?
Stream,
Stream, so you're on someone else's stream?
correct.
All right.
Bring the apps. I'm good at multitasking, and there's also a koala who can get stuff and get stuff out too if needed.
So that's what I'm talking about, right? You have these koalas at your own beck and call, don't you?
Koalas.
I never said I directed him.
Well, you said there are some koalas that can get things out as needed, right?
I don't know what things I'm even talking about here, to be honest. I'd have to see. I don't recall. It's been a couple months, 4 months.
And then you also said that these Australian cyber hackers can use all sorts of things, right?
No, I never said
You didn't
that.
say that? That's not a fair characterization of what you said?
No.
Well, we'll circle back on that one too. But now, in terms of the source of the material that you're talking about getting things out from, we're talking about a few different things, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you stole some data from Mr. Kearney when you broke up, didn't you?
Uh-oh.
No, I never stole any data.
And you had access to his phone extraction that was a piece of
She
discovery.
know
from
that
his
she's going to
criminal
say no.
right?
So
Yeah.
they,
What's his
He gave it
response?
to you
yeah.
because he was asking for your help in opening it up during the time you were dating him, correct?
Accurate, yeah.
And because you had a Microsoft computer, right? Not a Apple, right?
Correct.
And you also have an iPhone 15 Plus, don't you?
I think it's a Pro Max.
You
What
had
does
an
it
iPhone
matter?
15 Plus at the time, didn't you?
Ask and answer. I don't know what it's got to do with anything, but.
I said at the
Yeah,
time.
that's what I want to know,
Yeah, what
Judge.
type of phone? When you say the time, are you talking 25, 24? What are you talking about?
At the time of when you were dating Mr. Kearney.
I've had an iPhone 13 and iPhone 15 Pro Max while we were together, I think. And I also had an 11 at one point.
So you had an iPhone 15. We can agree on that much?
Yes, not a plus.
Not a plus.
Pro Max. Okay.
So Mr. Kearney asked you to help open up a piece of discovery from the Commonwealth that he couldn't open, right?
He didn't just ask me to open it.
Oh.
Well, let's break it down, okay? The first thing is to get at this stuff, you got to be able to open the discovery, right?
Yes, he asked me to open it and download it.
Because you had a Microsoft computer and it wasn't working on Apple's, right?
Yep.
And so he, in that sense, he asked you to be on his legal team to help him access his discovery, right?
No, he never asked me to be on his legal team.
Well, that's kind of what you were doing, right? You were helping him on
Objection
his
to the
legal.
characterization.
Let him, he's asking.
That's what you're doing. You're assisting him right? You're wearing Turtleboy t-shirts, you're supporting him, right? You're dating him.
I was his girlfriend, but I was never on his legal team.
Well, what does that mean to you to be on his legal team or not? What do you?
Objection, Your Honor. He said,
I was
I'll let her answer it. I don't know what we're doing, but I'll let her answer. Are you a lawyer? Are you a lawyer?
No,
Are you a paralegal?
no.
Oh, well, I don't think she was on the legal team.
That's my point. Nobody asked you to be on the legal team, right?
No, never.
And you never made any money or anything, and I never spoke to you about it. Mr. Bedro never spoke to you about that, right?
No.
And in fact, you wanted to sign a non-disclosure and get on the team more formally, didn't you?
Ooh.
I suggested everybody sign non-disclosures because he was sharing his impounded discovery widespread around his circle, including me. So I thought it would be a good idea for everybody to sign one.
But you, in your texting, you offered to sign one, right? You wanted to sign one, right?
And I suggested that the paralegal and Tina sign one, or because there were issues with things shared before. Yes. So not
I have
me.
no
suggested
idea
many
where
people
this
sign
guy's
NDAs
going.
Because things in his circle were
He's
had
trying to-
been leaked before with him.
What's he trying to establish?
He's trying to establish that she hacked into his stuff and was sharing.
I suggested me and many others. Yes.
That's just a yes. You don't need to, yes, right?
was
Yes,
never
you
on your
included
legal
yourself
team,
in that
Mr.
group,
Rizzo.
right?
Loves to explain herself.
She already
suggested
answered. She
you-
said her and others. That includes her.
So, and that was on your end with Mr. Kearney. You never worked with myself or Mr. Bedro, right?
Only when you were preparing me to testify in one of Mr. Kearney's trials.
As a witness in Ms. Gattani's case.
Yes, when you coached
Last
my
year.
testimony.
I coached your testimony.
That was another
Put that aside.
girlfriend that
So
Turtleboy had, Lindsay Gattani.
as far
Okay.
as this legal team business, you were exposed to discovery in Mr. Kearney's case, right?
I was never on the legal team. He shared things with me, his friends, others. None of them were on the legal team either.
Well, regardless of whether you are or not, you were someone he turned to for assistance to open this thing up, right?
Yes, he asked to use my computer to open it up and asked me to download it for him and then run more reports on it for him.
So I'm going to show you this text that you sent regarding this legal team thing. Just a last question on this legal team business you're on.
Yeah, I really don't. Maybe in your closing, you'll explain to me why this says.
I will, Your Honor.
I don't know why this isn't going smoother for Aidan Kearney's lawyer. I don't understand that.
So
No.
this is your texting, right?
Yes, I said I would lie for him and say I was part of the legal team if I was ever asked.
Oh,
So you're saying that you would lie for him?
At the time, yes, if you were to get in trouble for sharing grand jury testimony, I would have lied for him. I
So-
wasn't.
Are you lying today for someone else, or what's going on today with the lying? Is it lying or truth?
Sustained.
Objection.
Sustained. You don't have to answer, ma'am.
So you're saying on
Wow.
March 29th, 2025, you're offering to lie about,
Objection.
She asked and answered it. She said it wasn't the truth and she lied for him.
so you're right in there, I'm part of the legal team, right? That's what it says?
He's sarcastic. If his phones were ever taken like he's worried about and he was in trouble for sharing things, I would have lied for him. Things have changed. I'm not going to lie for him and get in trouble myself now.
Thank you.
All right, you're done.
Have one moment, please.
Of course you can.
No, you can't.
Chief, sorry for not stopping, but we gotta keep the mojo going.
What?
was that the judge?
Yeah.
Now, I want to, okay.
Yep, go ahead.
I want to ask you some questions about March 4th of 2025. And you know that date, right?
March 4th.
That was an incident at your house.
An incident before my house.
Part of it that I want to ask you about is at your house, right?
Yep.
Some things that went on at your house, right?
Okay.
And just incidentally, that's where you said that you would call the police and tell them that he hit you. That's the night that happened, right?
Yes, that's the night.
And that night, there was, you were drinking.
They were supposed to have witnesses and all this. This thing would have went on for days.
Yeah.
If you were to get witnesses involved.
You were both,
I think I'm losing my patience and my
you're having
focus.
argument, verbal argument, right? And you're both filming each other.
I wanted to get to the closing, that's what I wanted to
Attorney
get.
wanted to leave.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I asked him to
I mean, how many minutes are you going to give for closing? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm going to miss it, though. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not. You can watch it and send me notes.
In the thumb drive, Judge, this is in various places, so it's sort of all over the thumb drive.
When you say this, you're referring to this.
The video that I think we're going to probably have to show here.
Okay.
And,
Your Honor, never mind.
so you
We
were
don't even
arguing
get to see the
that,
video,
right?
so.
No,
Mr. Kearney wanted to leave,
I don't. They just don't put them on
and
when they put them on the screen.
you may have wanted to leave too, but you hid his key fob, didn't you?
There's a lot of people that love the stream, though. Are you noticing the
And
log
also, you
message?
hid his shoe in a cabinet.
The comments,
big-
I saw
You
that.
didn't want him to leave, did you?
I asked him to leave several times, and I'm on video asking him to leave several times.
Right, and you know you're on video, obviously, right? Because you're doing the videoing.
And he started recording me and following me around my apartment. Yes, I did too.
And
I
you're-
wanted him to stop recording me.
And you're covering your tracks by saying, "Oh, I want you to
Objection
leave."
to the form of the question.
I'm going
Covering your track.
When you
Well, now
Already-
get to the form.
to let him ask the question. Sit down, counsel.
his key fob and his shoe, so he couldn't leave, right?
No, in his own video footage, I'm asking him to leave too.
And he had a panic attack that night as well, after you threatened to call the police and lie and say that he hit you, because you knew.
Judge, he's calling her a liar.
Because
Objection.
you knew.
I think that's his position, counsel.
Yeah, I know, but
I don't think he's cross-examining her to develop her truthfulness under oath.
Because you knew.
Mark, this you could be a judge because that's your sarcasm right there.
Going to jail.
I know. I like it.
You knew that if you.
All right, Jeff.
You know, I got to get.
Oh,
There's
now
a
I
couple of
lost your
things. Right?
voice.
You lost me? No.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? How did you lose me?
Well, let's with this technical difficulty that's happening right now, I'm going to sign out, and we'll have to catch up later on this excitement.
We'll catch up on the. I want to get, like I said, we'll go back and we'll check the closings and see what if there's anything to that. Maybe go over that a little bit, and then we'll talk about what's going on and all that. So technical difficulties with Mark and I don't know what's going on. For some reason, he's not hearing me, and we're gonna have to figure out StreamYard to see what's happening with that. So we are gonna get off of this in 2 hours, and I don't even know what really happened today. I'm disappointed in Turtleboy's lawyer. I mean, I always thought Bradle was good, but it sounded like he was lost on his questioning too. And the other guy is completely lost. I mean, that guy is completely lost. So we will come back. We'll go over this. Mark and I will talk about hopefully we'll get a copy of the closing and go over that, and then we'll talk about that. And like I said, there's other things that we want to get to, figure out the problems with StreamYard today and why he can't hear me and all that. And we appreciate everybody that will check this out later. And we'll be back probably sometime this week to go over the closing of the restraining order. But it just kept on going on and on and on, and there was nothing getting done. So that's why we're going to bail out of it. So have yourself a great day, everybody, and we'll talk soon.